Hey there, everybody. Matt Carter here.
And Jessica Carter.
And what we've got here is our latest American Idol reaction, the audition shows. They're continuing on, and what we have is our take on some of the most notable ones from the night. I think people are going to be talking a lot about Zack Dobbins, Mr. I Like Mud in My Truck, and then also Cat and Space Cowboy, Olivia Ximines, Jimmy Levy, Ren Patrick, who closed the show. There's some interesting people on here. I mean, we've got a pretty high bar this season.
Yeah, we do.
I mean, especially kind of some of the people who were in the first couple of episodes. It's kind of too early to tell whether or not any of these people will crack through. But I think it was a pretty fun show, and we got some good content to dive into. Before we do, though, if you did enjoy this video, give us a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any other updates that we've got coming up.
So I want to start this video by saying congratulations to Katy Perry. She announced that she's pregnant on the show tonight, and I think that's really awesome. So I just want to say congratulations. I love babies.
Congratulations!
Okay, so then we're going to jump into my personal favorite of the night, who was Zack Dobbins. So he sang Misuse, which is an original that he wrote. This guy on the guitar, I know that Luke had to come and like tune it, but he can really slay a guitar. He was very, very good. And I really liked his voice. There's something that's just very authentic and natural about him. It felt like he left his heart and soul on the floor. Like he just came in and was like, here I am on the floor, guitar drop. And it was really dope. I liked him so much.
There's just something, and I mean, I'm not trying to generalize everyone from West Virginia, but everybody who I've ever met from West Virginia, there's like an earthiness about them, that they have sort of this interesting mix of backgrounds and cultures, and just they have, especially with Zack, he's so relatable, but also so different, and he's fascinating, and you want to sort of get to know him a little bit better, because you know, there's a little bit of country with him, but it's not just country. It's almost, there's a little bit of soul and bluegrass.
Yes.
He feels like a guy who is just sort of outside on his porch playing, and everybody from all the other porches come over and kind of just hear him strum. And
I would be there.
Yeah, he's magnetic, and he's really interesting. I mean, there's some interesting people on the show right now. We've had people, including somebody even in this episode who had no idea who the judges even were.
Yeah. No, I think this guy is just, there's something just so honest about him and just genuine and authentic, and it feels like what you see is what you get, and his talent is just raw, and the judges sort of touched on it. There's a lot of people that are coming through here who are polished and doing big runs and whatever, and then he comes out and he's just solid. Great guitar player, great voice, cool sort of story about how he got there, that there was a girl and told him to come out and do this. Oh, you trying to get her back? Nah. I just love that. I really like him. My favorite of the episode. Zack, you're my guy. I liked it.
He's probably he's definitely the guy I'm going to remember the most. I mean, I think what I do like about him ultimately more than anything else is, even if the judges had just told him that they weren't putting him through, I don't think it would have deterred him at all. I think he just would have gone home and got back into playing back in his community. I don't think he was staking his entire life on this, and I think that's kind of a good thing.
So next we're going to talk about Cat and Space Cowboy. So they sang Shallow, and everything about them is just gorgeous. They are a gorgeous couple. Their voices are beautiful. You put them together and their voices are even more gorgeous. But I think for me, I'm a person who just loves love. So seeing them together and seeing truly how much these two people are just in love, and when they're singing, you can feel that love. I just enjoyed their performance immensely.
I wanted a little bit more Space Cowboy. Like that's my hot take coming out of this. I feel like I got a lot of Cat. I feel like I need more of the man otherwise known as Alex to kind of get a sense of what his voice is really like. I think they are definitely very, very talented. this is a song that you do not do unless you really have a lot of confidence. I mean, I think they probably could have even gone bigger with it, but I like that they sort of held back because as everyone who has probably seen A Star Is Born 50 times can attest to, Gaga has just like this absolutely insane run in the middle of this song. It's like no one but Gaga should ever really attempt that.
And that's why their version of this really felt very special. There's a lot to like about these two, and I can really see people getting behind them. Just their love story, their voices together. I don't agree. I think that he did a great job and that we did get some. We will see more. It's just that their voices melding together it was so gorgeous.
I just wonder, like, where are you gonna bring the two of them now in Hollywood Week? Are you gonna let them actually do some stuff together? Are you gonna separate them? I don't know what's gonna happen because they are so great together, and then it's sort of like, is it almost a letdown if you're not getting them together again?
Well, it is for me because a lot of what I like about them is just their energy together and that feeling of love between them and just this passion for music together. It's almost getting me excited about that Bachelor singing show.
Okay, let's calm down here. Nobody needs to be excited about that show.
I wasn't, and then I saw these two and I was just like, oh my God, this Bachelor singing show might be a thing that might work. I am getting indoctrinated into this.
What if halfway through their run in Hollywood Week, Chris Harrison comes out and he's just like, Cat, Space Cowboy, you're going to be eliminated from American Idol, but I have a rose to you. Come on, Bachelor, listen to your heart. Run away, guys. It's not worth it. Just don't do it.
I agree.
You're already in love. You don't need that show. Okay, well, there are some other notable people from this episode who I do not believe will be accosted by Chris Harrison anytime soon.
No.
Jimmy Levy, he's a guy who comes from a family of psychics, which is a very interesting icebreaker. I think if somebody came to me and was like, hey, I'm from a family of psychics, I wouldn't really know what to do with that information.
Yeah, and I think it was really cool that they, not only that they're from a family of psychics, but that they actually brought it to the show and that they're really open about talking about it. Because, of course, there's going to be people who are non-believers are like, what do you, you see ghosts, but it was cool how just honest they were about it. This is what it is, and this is what it's like, and this is just part of my life. And then his mom comes out, and Luke's like, oh my God, she got it all right. I was just like, well, she's a psychic.
I find it incredibly ironic that he's saying Wicked Game. It's like, okay, are you really trying to be this on brand, Jimmy? Like, he's a good singer. The thing with his hand, it's a little bit distracting, but, I think that's something that can be sort of taught out of him.
Yeah, he can be coached on that. He can move away from that. If that's the worst thing that's going on, he can work around that for sure. And I thought Wicked Game was very on brand, and I like that he's leaning into that sort of feeling about his family and himself.
He is a really good singer. I think he has a really, really strong voice. I think he is still raw. I think he needs a little bit of work. And, I could say the same thing about Olivia Ximines, who I'm hoping I am trying to pronounce her name right. I listened to it like 8 different times. The X throws me off. But, this is continuing the bizarre American Idol Season 18 trend of let's have a random group of people I dance with watch me perform.
No, it's cool because then you sort of have that energy. She came in with everybody. They all danced together. They got hype. They got that energy. And then she slayed it. Man, her voice is incredible. 16 years old. I know that it doesn't matter really about the age, but come on.
She hasn't hit her ceiling yet. I think that the exciting thing to me is it doesn't seem as though she is, usually when it's somebody who's like 13 or 14 who goes on these shows, I kind of just wonder, are you really, really at that place yet? She's like just at the cusp where I think she can become really, really good throughout the season. I hope that she can just kind of continue to hunker down, build on what she's got. She's got a talented voice. Clearly, she knows how to dance. I think combining those two things and becoming a legit performer, we don't get enough of that on American Idol. We get a lot of people just standing still.
Yeah, because she has all this dance background and she can sing, I'm hoping that there's going to be a lot of both of that, and she's going to be someone who is going to work the stage and get everyone involved and everyone really hyped, and I think she can do that. You're right, there's not a lot of people that do bring that.
Well, and finally for this episode, Rin Patrick closes it with Dancing on My Own, and I'm protective of this song because, I mean, the Robin version's really good, the Callum Scott version of it, this is my contractual obligation to mention Callum Scott at least one season of every singing show we cover on the channel. But that is my...
That is a joke. He is not contracted. Maybe he contracts himself.
Callum Scott, please be my friend. Okay, so I love this. I love his version of this song so much, but I really like what Rin did. It took me, I'll admit, it took me about 30 seconds to get into it because her cadence is very different than sort of what I'm used to hearing with this song. But I think her story is powerful. I think her voice can do a lot. She's got crazy, crazy good range. I think with the right songs now, if she can connect with them in the way that she connected with this, I think you can probably just chalk her up for top 10 right now.
Yeah, I think that that's the key, is her continuing to pick the right songs that she can connect with. And her story is going to resonate with so many people out there, unfortunately, that I think she's going to have a good group of people that are going to be behind her and want to see her just come out there and just kill it every week. And I see her top 10 as well, and I hope she gets it. She deserves it.
I think we're going to be in for a pretty interesting next several weeks with this show, because there's going to be people who get cut who we're going to be legitimately really upset about, and we can say that right now and mean it.
Yeah, and hopefully it's not Ren.
Hopefully it's not Ren.
Or Zack.
Zack.
Or Arthur Gunn, who I'm still talking about from the first episode.
Arthur Gunn. I think Arthur Gunn, we may have a contractual obligation to mention Arthur Gunn every episode, because I'm pretty sure we have. But
I can't stop talking about him. He set the bar for me that now it's every episode. I'm like, okay, who's better than Arthur? Show me.
All right, well, let's get a sense from you guys. Who did you like the most on American Idol tonight? Let us know in the comments. And if you did enjoy this video, give us a like, subscribe. And if you want to support us further, check out the link in the description to the store. And we'll see you here next time.